And we're back, guys. I'm your host, Good Energy. I'm in the studio tonight. Welcome to Tennis After Dark. And we have some championships to talk about. That's right, guys. Holiday weekend here in the States, so everyone is traveling, having a good time. The weather's beautiful, and the French Open is upon us. Now, there's a lot of matches I wanted to talk about. I really wanted to. I tried to play a video with the Robin Montgomery match against Leola John. And if you guys follow the channel, you know I support Leola John. I've been supporting her for a long time. Bonjour, comment allez-vous, all the Frenchmen and women checking in. And you know I support Robin Montgomery. So two ladies, very familiar with their games. And the people that I know. I told them, look, Leola's going to win the match outright. She's 5-1 underdog. Robin should have never been. I mean, at best, it should have been maybe a pick 'em, or Leola should have been the favorite. A 5-1 favorite for Robin Montgomery. Even though Robin's good, and look, check out the shorts. I'll post some clips of Robin later if I get around to. I've been trying to post more, but my schedule right now is too busy. I have too many businesses I'm running. It's a little hectic, but yeah, Robin is a good player. She's coming up, but on clay, Leola. I mean, the home crowd advantage, you cannot disregard that. In any professional sport, especially tennis, the home crowd, when they're cheering like these French fans are crazy. And some of the subscribers talked about a young Serena in France. We're talking about Serena before the accolades. Serena trying to get those Grand Slams. Look, they didn't respect her. It is what it is. They did not respect a young Serena. They booed her, they yelled at her. The French fans are crazy. And we will be in France supporting these ladies. We all know, ladies and gentlemen, this channel is about giving these ladies their flowers while they're playing. And if you can't understand that, then you're a hater. So you're going to see me give compliments to all the ladies because they're all amazing. Okay, we're not here to disrespect players. We don't do that. Now, if it's a story that we need to talk about, if they're doing something they shouldn't be doing, then it's fair game. We're going to talk about it. And that's where the criticism part of the fair use reporting comes in. But other than that, people, they get sick of me giving compliments to these players. And I've been doing it from day one because, look, we have to respect these players. And I think Coco, the way she supported Danielle Collins, remember Danielle Collins a couple tournaments ago? She said to a fan, look, if you think this is easy, you come do it. Right? And me being a top tier athlete, I can tell you that, look, it's not easy what these ladies do. It's not. And that's why we support them. But let's get right into it. We have NCAA champ Peyton Stearns representing Texas in the house. She's taking on Maya Sharif. I say it all the time, guys. Don't bring sand to the beach if you're Maya Sharif, because she's that good in the dirt, ladies and gentlemen. She's taking on Peyton Stearns, and this is a matchup here. I think it's going to be fireworks. They've never played before. And Peyton Stearns, listen, she's very explosive. Now, when I talk about upcoming Americans to watch out for, and we all know this American lineup, they're getting older. But stay tuned because we're going to talk about Madison Keys and Danielle Collins, two of those older Americans on tour. Danielle's calling it quits, which I'm really sad about. But look, she's got to do what she's got to do. She got to take care of her business, right? What are you going to do? She wants, and I'm telling you what's going to happen. Danielle Collins wants to have kids. I'm telling you guys. She wants, and she said she's been trying to have kids, but I'm telling you what's going to happen. She's going to have kids, and she's probably going to return in 2 to 3 years. I'm telling you. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Now, by the way, speaking of returns, Serena Williams is hinting at a comeback. What do I think? Now, that alone can have its own separate video. But what do I think about a Serena Williams comeback? Here's the thing. I think exactly of what Venus is doing right now. And Venus actually said it best. Excuse me, I'm having a drink here of some pink lemonade. Very, very good. I agree with Venus. If you're not playing matches, then anyone on tour can beat you. You have to find your rhythm, your timing, and your form, right? And a lot of winning championships is having that luck in the schedule, having that luck, that good draw where you just breeze through it. And if Serena were to come back, guys, if she's not playing a full schedule, it makes no sense. The same with Venus, the same with Osaka. Osaka is the cleanest ball striker on tour, guys. Let's take a look at basketball, right? In the NBA. Who has the best form in terms of shooters? Most people would agree. The consensus is that it's Steph Curry for the Golden State Warriors. His form is textbook, right? And I teach the youth that I coach basketball, I teach them how to shoot the ball properly, right? Or technically, right? How to shoot a technical shot. And Steph Curry is the poster child for that. He's the poster boy for it. Osaka is the poster woman for how to hit a forehand, a backhand, and how to serve. She is like robotic with her form. She's amazing, right? But if you're not playing matches in a full schedule, you will never find your form. Tennis is such a fast sport, right? And you see all the ladies that take a break and then come back, they can never find their rhythm because they're not playing enough matches. And here's the thing with that. If you really take tennis seriously, you're going to be embarrassed. If you're making a comeback or you're trying to break through, you will be embarrassed before things start. They're going to get worse before they get good. And this is why you see a lot of players, a lot of these star players, they don't want to play qualifiers. They don't want to go down to the ITF. They have too much pride. They have too much pride, right? And that's got to go out the window because a true champion is going to accept defeat just like they're going to celebrate the wins. A lot of these players, the Emma Raducanus, the Caroline Wozniackis, they have too much pride. And Venus as well. They got to let it go. Okay, Venus, this isn't 10 to 12, 15 years ago. We're going to take a word out of Osaka's father's playbook. You're a tennis player, play tennis. If you are a tennis player, then play tennis. Go through the draw. If you're not better than a teenager or someone upcoming on the rise, then you shouldn't be on tour. If you can't go to the qualifying level and win and make it into a main draw, you don't deserve to be there. Simple as that. Now, let's get the show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Mayar Sharif from Egypt, 28 years old. And listen, guys, you follow the channel. I'm a big fan of her. I mean, more than half of her wins come on the clay surface. She's 15-6 on clay this year. We've seen her take out some pretty tough competition here. Kamila Rakimova, she gave a bagel and a breadstick to last time. Sarah Turmo, who's an amazing ball, just defender. A lot of top spin, a lot of high balls that make you play disciplined and patient. Took care of her without a problem. Carly from Argentina, don't cry for me, Argentina. Another amazing defender on clay. Took care of her. And El Uni, who is another good clay player, took care of her without an issue. She's going to take on Peyton Stearns, the American NCAA champion from Texas. And Peyton Stearns, guys, she's a baller. Look, she's playing very well as well. 8-4 on clay this year. A losing season overall, but she's beat some tough competition. Victoria Tomova, who's got an amazing backhand, right? Lucia Bronzetti, who amazing clay player. Wong, Alexandra Krunik, who took out Iga's doubles partner, Chawalinska, right? Who I meant to give you that pick, by the way. Krunik was a underdog in that match. Chawalinska's good, short center of gravity. She's fast, but Krunik's is just a lot more experienced. So I don't know why Chawalinska was even the favorite in that one. But this is a match here where Peyton Stearns, she's explosive, she's athletic. Mayar is going to have to put her away in two because Mayar gets tired. If it goes 3, I would favor Peyton Stearns live, but this is a match that Mayar Sharif should win. So we're gonna go with Mayar Sharif to win this match. She's looking too good. I mean, Bronzetti's a good win. Tomova's a good win, but Bronzetti is a clay player by design. Tomova's not really a clay player by design. So, I mean, to come through in 3, I think she's going to be a little bit tired. I think Mayar's going to have the rest advantage. And Mayar is a clay player. She slides better. She knows how to move. She's defensive, but she does have to do it in 2 because she'll get tired. We'll take Mayar to win this match. And the battle of the Americans. That's right, guys, in Strasbourg. This is going to be popcorn worthy. Now, Danielle Collins, she's balling, guys. And look, let's be honest. If Danielle Collins, for some reason, decides that she's not going to retire this year, which I think it's possible. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm hoping a little bit too much, but I think it's possible that she can say, look, I'm in such good form. And look, I've been telling you guys for a long time, a lot of people, they wanted to try and clown me and make fun when I was saying a year and a half, couple years ago, Danielle Collins would smoke most of these women on tour if she was in shape and healthy, right? I was calling matches with Danielle Collins wearing a freaking knee brace, backing her because I know how good she is. I think people may possibly starting to realize how good Danielle Collins is, right? And then Madison Keys, she's been inside the top 10 for nearly a decade. She's solid as well. She's playing well. Listen, I was talking to someone today about the American lineup versus the Russian lineup, right? Who would win? You take and look, Madison Keys kind of answered that for you this week, right? But, and I mean, she did. I mean, let's just be honest. She took out Ludmilla, destroyed her. And look, these are all picks I wanted to give you. I had Maddie Patty winning all these matches. Wong, Lynette, Ludmilla. I wanted to cover the Lynette match because, again, I watch all the matches. Even if I don't do a video, I'm still watching the matches. Lynette, I've never seen just someone. I mean, I have, but in terms of Lynette, I've never seen her in particular under so much pressure against an opponent other than Madison Keys. Madison Keys has a freaking cannon. Her forehand, Magda Lynette is just, I've never seen her under so much stress. And not this past match. I'm talking about 1-2 matches ago. Watch the Billie Jean King Cup match where Lynette played Keys. Lynette wanted out of there. Madison Keys' forehand was just so brutal. She did not have a good day at work and she wanted out of there. And I've never seen just a lopsided matchup in my life where someone just couldn't handle the power. Magda Lynette could not handle the power of Madison Keys, and it was bad. It was really bad. And it's just, I mean, just knowing stuff like this, it's like there's no way you're gonna back Magda Lynette. Now she did get a win over Keys within the last year and a half, but again, Keys wasn't at her best. Keys at her best, she's gonna beat Magda pretty bad. And the same with Ludmilla, who just struggles in all areas of her game the longer the match goes on. But Ludmilla's working on fine-tuning that forehand, but it doesn't account for what Madison Keys brings to the table. Right, guys? And again, this is my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. If you don't like it, I would say to you, listen, this is fair criticism because I get a lot of people, they come and they're just, this is a small tennis network, okay? And we enjoy the people that support us. We like you guys. We love you. Thanks for the support. But we do, every now and then, we get someone that wants to come through the comments. They're having a bad day, and they just want to argue all of my opinions. And that's fine, That's, you're welcome to do that. But at least back up your thoughts with some sort of reasoning and explanation so it could be a fair debate. Because a lot of times people, they come here and they can't say anything intellectually, so they'll start either bashing the players or just being rude and disrespectful. And there's no place for that. if you want to debate, we can debate, but be an adult about it. Let's have a conversation. There's no name calling allowed, okay? Especially with the players. We do not want to see the players disrespected at all, okay? These tennis is very stressful. These are ladies that are literally giving their all to entertain us. At the end of the day, it's just a game. So we don't want any of the players to be called names or disrespected. That's just fair, okay? That's just courtesy and respecting these players. And again, we'll go back to Coco and Danielle Collins. If you think this is easy, then you come do it, okay? The fair criticism on the game, we'll critique it, but the disrespect to the players, we have to stop doing that, okay? And it starts with these elite players. If they have a bad game, they're entitled to have a bad game. No one's going to win every match or every game. It happens, But let's acknowledge how amazing they are, in particular, Cory Coco Gauff. And I say this a lot because she gets a lot of criticism on this channel, and people don't realize of all this top 10, any player on tour rather, no one has had a better teenage career from the age of 13 to 19. Not Iga. Yes, guys, not Iga. Not Sabalenka. No one on tour. Not Rebecca. So let's compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges, not apples to bananas, okay? From 13 to 19, Iga had the same resources, the same opportunities to be great. Coco has had a better teenage career than all of them. She's got way more records. Now, in Iga's phase as an adult from 20 to 22, and Coco's still riding that history, she's just turned 20, Iga has had the better career from 20 to 22 than anyone on tour right now, okay? And again, Venus is older. I'm not really counting Venus in a lot of this stuff, but Iga has had the better career from 20 to 22. So compare apples to apples. And Iga's great. She's amazing. But let's compare apples to apples. In this match here, guys, Madison Keys has an amazing forehand. She's 10-3 on clay, 13-5 on the season, and she's gonna be taking on Danielle Collins, who's hot. Danielle has only lost 2 matches in the last couple months, and they both come to one person, Aryna Sabalenka, who just scares me. Aryna scares me. I've said this time and time again. But Madison Keys has literally won 10 of her last 12 matches. She's hot as well. Now, listen, the good thing about this matchup is literally these are your 3rd and 4th best Americans in rankings. We have Coco, Pegula, Danielle, and Keys. Now, whoever wins this match is going to pass each other. If Danielle wins, she'll stay ahead of Keys. Keys has a chance to pass Danielle and become the 3rd highest ranked American. Danielle's ranked 12th on the World Tour. Keys is ranked 16th on the World Tour. Now, Keys is the younger player in this matchup by a couple of years. That's right, guys. Don't forget that. Danielle Collins is 35-10 on the year. Danielle Collins, this is the most wins she's had up to this point ever in her career. She's playing the best tennis of her life. In fact, the last 30-win season she had came in 2021. She didn't hit 30 wins. She actually finished the year 21 with 37 wins total. She's got 35 already. She didn't hit 30 till the hard season after clay. Unbelievable. So Danielle Collins is hot right now. 15-2 on clay. Again, those only 2 losses have come to Aryna Sabalenka. Now, the head-to-head against Madison Keys is 1-1, but Collins is here after taking out Katarina in the first round straight sets, Clara Buell straight sets, and Helena Kalinina in straight sets as well, right? She's playing solid tennis. And this is the matchup here, a classic matchup on clay where we have backhand versus forehand. And you guys know what I prefer on clay and hard. You guys know those situations. On hard, I prefer the player with the backhand. On clay, I prefer the player with the forehand. Because on clay, it's a little harder to stop, pivot, and get set and blast that backhand, right? Whereas the forehand, it's a little easier to execute. You can slide into it. You can't really slide in. I mean, you can slide into a backhand, but it's a little easier. And we see players like Coco, whose forehand just comes to life on clay. Why? Because she's so fast on hard. She's not really, she's really just running through those shots on hard because she's so fast. She's calculating 3 to 4 shots ahead. So she's already anticipating the defensive ball, right? The best two-way player in the game is Coco Gauff, without a doubt. Whereas on clay, it's a little slower reaction because it's a slower surface. So she's able to slide into those shots, right? Which naturally make her, what people don't realize, a better clay player, right? She's a better clay player than people give her credit for. Now, Danielle Collins, she had a tough match. I mean, and actually, guys, Helena was a really tough match. She did go to a first set tiebreak. The second set, she won 6-2. And I mean, Buell, she kind of breezed through. So that was a really good win for her against Clara Buell. Clara Buell is a really good clay player. She's got good variety. And I don't think she's respected enough on tour because she's so young. But I've told you guys time and time again to watch out for Clara Buell. And I finally think that the fans are starting to really recognize her because not only does she have her highest rank on tour, but she's winning very impressively and she's beating a lot of good players. This is a matchup here where I think Madison Keys is going to have the power advantage. I think she's going to have the better serve on clay. Madison Keys has a really good kick serve. I think she's going to have the ability to dictate with her forehand. Madison Keys has much better range with her forehand than Danielle Collins. She's going to be able to extend the lines and stretch the lines. Danielle Collins' backhand, I think it's good when she's able to hit it inside the baseline, and it's always good down the line. She can step up and come cross court with it, but I think she's much more effective inside the baseline going down line. Madison Keys, in my opinion, I think she's going to have the power edge, the serving edge. I think she's going to have the experience edge. And I personally think that the longer the rallies, I think Madison Keys will have an upper hand in these rallies. That's just my personal opinion. I do like Madison Keys as the underdog in this matchup. I think she's undervalued. And to be honest with you, I think this match should be a pick'em. I think it should be a pick'em. Or I could see why Madison Keys is the underdog, though, but I do think it should be a pick'em. I think Madison Keys is being disrespected a little bit. Now, she did have 4 double faults last time out, but she's getting her first serves in play about 78%. Madison Keys is winning 61% of her first serves, 86% of her second serves against Ludmilla, and she had 10 opportunities to break her while winning 34 points on the return side of things. Danielle Collins had a tough match against Helena, and I think Helena's a good shot maker between the lines. She can go deep rallies, but she doesn't have the power of a Madison Keys. So the fact that she struggled against Helena, and she also struggled to get her first serves in play, only 53%. She did win 78% of them, but she lost 58% of her second serve. Helena had break point opportunities against Danielle, and I think Madison Keys is going to as well. So the official pick here is I like Madison Keys to win at least one set. That's the pick. And I would lean towards Madison Keys winning this match outright. But the pick, we're going to go with Madison Keys to win a set. That's the pick. And we're also going to go with Mayar Sharif to win that match outright. Those are the picks, guys. Danielle Collins is hot. It's very tough to go against her. But I don't think she should be this much of a favorite over Madison Keys. I don't think so. So we're going to take Madison to win a set. And I think the Americans are going to put on a good show. Guys, stay tuned for the French Open. I'm going to cover every single match with the prediction. We're going to start off with the main draw tomorrow, the first round. So stay tuned for those videos. Make sure you like them. Hit the super thanks. And again, 80% win rate. Slam is here. That's the goal. See you guys later. Have a great night.